Hi. Let me go get my crown. Well, wood. We find inside the reason why we do not all within all within That's hilarious. Feels like that makes sense though, yeah. To make it work. Keeps like calling. Behave. How do I make it listen? Right, tighten it. Just like not wanting to. Here, let me unplug it. It's better control. Okay. Gracious heavens. Sorry about this. You probably see like my salt. Yes, I love salt. For good reasons. These you just saw me like go through the whole process. Wow, it just broke into pieces. This is just a gifted to me. When they break, they're like releasing certain energy, so it's a good thing. Yeah, because I wasn't trying to feel nothing. Because I looked at it and I was like, oh, I don't want no plastic on there. So thank you for releasing yourself so that I can wear you proper. Get all that plastic off of there. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. So many of you watching right now. Yeah, I get so excited with real crystal beings. So these ones are actually carved by hand. This was just gifted today. So I've been soaking them inside of the salt, uru, which is a way to say waters, but it's very sacred. It's an ancient way to say them, to honor them, the frequency of the waters. And you know, they did not like the plastic either. I was like talking to them, you know, and you're like, are you okay? What are you attached to? What's making you connected? And sadly, it was plastic on there. And when you have sacred symbols mixed with plastic, it's not really like the healthiest thing. So I'm gonna have to find a way to throw those things away. This nasty. Like, please, if you're gonna make jewelry, don't ever add plastic, because that is one of my pet peeves. The pet peeve is like, I don't know why they told me that word for something that's annoying. But it's really very annoying to have plastic mixed with clean things that are sacred and pure the same way. Like, not always, but you know, like, we can always hack it as beings if we know how to, but it's just really annoying because the types of plastics that those are, like, they have different types of shit that they have come off of them, and nobody really wants that like stuff on their fingers. So now I have to soak them again in a different method because of the fact that they had that on there, which is blessed that they broke apart. So we have to find a place to put those at, preferably somewhere with mushrooms. I can eat them and change their energy. I really love that. I was growing some of those mushrooms. It's really interesting. I started studying about the mushrooms that could eat plastic, and then I started growing them in underneath a moist area in Hayward. They started growing. Well, I've seen miracles. Those who work for me have seen miracles with me. My kids are like always like, oh my gosh, like how can I handle this reality? This is so awesome. It's pretty cool. Like, for example, the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Like one of my children were trying to show me something, and it was just like the Wi-Fi wasn't like functioning at that moment. And I was like, function. And then it turned on. I do this like on multiple types of things. And then I'm like the seer and reader for the friends. Sometimes like they ask for life questions and readings, and I'm like, do I really have to do this? Yeah. Okay. It's cool. You know, it's very different, and I'm glad that their parents acknowledge that I'm like my child Harmony has friends online because of homeschooling, and it's a very close, small network of friends. Like they've known each other for many moons now. So they don't really just let anybody in their little circle. Like they're all little homeschooling kids who have parents who love them, care about them, and their psychological, mental health, wellness, and everything that goes along with that. And yes, they are spoiled. They deserve to be spoiled because they're doing a great job homeschooling, you know, like they're not they're in a different type of classroom where they have to actually force themselves to do things in a relaxed state where they're not getting offered random drugs and they're not in the line of fire for somebody goes to school for a shooting. You know, they're not dealing with the psychological warfare of kids in the classrooms who are going through different things. They're just kind of in their own little bubbles where they should be as kids. That's the way I see it. I think homeschooling is really important, especially now for those who are sensitive. Some of my children were affected by the quarantining because it made them feel very detached from others. Not from me, but like just really weird how it was hard for them to go back into society the same way. One of my children, I was just looking at like because I was thinking about one of my kids who is like totally was like someone who's murdered others in past incarnations, like a total like battle like and spaceship type of gal. Like this child would go to sleep with a Play-Doh knife underneath the pillow, and we would hide it. Like her father and I got married at 18. We would hide the knife, the Play-Doh knife. She would always find it. Always. We would hide it high up places. She would find a way to get it. she'd go back and she'd be in bed. We wake up and we look under the pillow and there it is again. It was so concerning. The elder sibling, they're the one that I gave birth to. We were already married at 18, so at 19 I gave birth to that child. That one was like scared of the other child. Like, oh, what kind of kid is this, you know? No fear. We would be playing like with Barbies, and that child would make people stew. Literally people stew. It was very interesting. But I think it's beautiful to inspire kids to have an imagination, and if that's what they want to eat when they're playing, then go for it, buddy. But I was more about like creating songs and getting all the stuffed animals on the chairs, every chair we could find, and jumping through the sprinklers and making wishes and having fun, planting gardens, eating fruits from our gardens, making our whole forest of a garden look like a beautiful enchanted forest. It was so fun. And I walked everywhere with my kids then, you know. Had to. I didn't have a license yet. Alright, so I have to turn off this volume. Those moments are so embarrassing. Okay, so my speaker's about to go big bang because my vocal pedal is running out of battery. Pretty much. I think I'm just gonna like see if it will last for a little bit longer. That's okay. Okay. For those who need healing right now, I'm seeing the left shoulder, the throat chakra, for those who feel like you're gonna get fired, you're gonna get replaced, things like that. Into the consciousness of the cerebral cortex, you know. The cerebral cortex, oh shiza. One moment please, I have to like actually do this. I'm glad I stood up because I don't like sitting on no plastic. I really do not enjoy plastic at all. I won't drink out of it. I wish that tofu did not come inside of plastic. That'd be great. I should just make my own. Okay, so these here, right there, they've been made like customized, and they have special messages in them, which is really interesting. So I don't really want to like get all up on them yet until I just touch my ear after touching them. Like honestly, like I'm actually like I don't want to touch my ear and touch them yet. They're dirty, like energetically. That means that somebody carved in them with intentions and then made that. A true tribe, we don't use plastic fishing line. Do you see that? Saying yes. Okay? We don't utilize the fishing line. Thank you so much. What we do is different, and I'm not saying like I do like the same way that the native, like I'm not using intestines because I'm like, oh, that would probably vomit if I had to use somebody's intestines to like make things. I would vomit. To be honest, that's gnarly. I have powerful sensitive ability, like senses, very strong sight, sound, taste, feeling, expansion. Yeah. So expansion with expansive. So some of them are clean, but some of them, when they did them, they were like, "Arr," like you could see like the way that they drew on them. It's just not like like I wouldn't want to wear all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy that they broke, to be honest. And some of them are not allowed to even like touch in the same way. Like one of them looks like an open door. I like that one. That one reminds me of like the caves. An open door is like welcome. I like that. Like I really do. But I need to clean it because we just got the plastic off of it. And I've been soaking it in like salt, uru, like like water. So that one too is very healthy. Because they did not carve on that one. So you know what I'm saying? Like the ones that they didn't touch, that they did not carve on, I love those ones to be very healthy, like to wear. But the ones that they carved on, like the beetle, the scarab, that's sweet, That's very loving that they remembered that and that was important and special. But they didn't actually acknowledge what the carvings were when they were doing it all the way. I think that they were like not of the same culture and they just kind of pretended to, like they didn't pretend, they tried really hard to remake something based on what that was that they had in their hands, and they wanted to make something of it and from it, and that's sweet. But like the ones that they know for sure that they messed up on, they shouldn't have added on to the necklace. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not complaining. So the one that I really see, that I really enjoy, it looks like a doorway on there. Can you see that? Looks like an actual door. Can you see it? So there's like it's like a building. Looks just like a building. And the door is open. I really love that one. And it goes all the way inside, all the way up to that top hole. It's such a beautiful piece. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to put it to my right. Or to my left. Okay. And then I really enjoyed that one. Oh, it's a face. Oh, ho, ho. I like it actually. Can you see the face? Yeah, that's really special. When we look for what we're ready to receive to wear, because I create my own, so I don't really need them to already be pieced together. Like I'm gonna break most of them. Like not most of them, but that one's gonna get broken. The coral, there's coral next to me on my right side. It's about to get broken. So that because I don't trust the plastic. I don't like the plastic, so I have to purify them again. They've been purifying all day. It's like they had those 2 soakings already, so now we have to do the next. It's a happy one too. Feels really happy. Reminds me of Jiminy Cricket. I'll take a screenshot. It's really, really very cute. Can you see that? Okay, just like again, so you can just like really actually see it. It seems like happy, yeah? So that goes to there. I think I want to put that on the right. Like, it's so cute. What a sweet baby. Not just like a baby. Like I love crystals. Like I love the stones. I love the presence of their. This one also is one that I saw right there. Not all of those, but that. Wow. Interesting. Hello? Hawken? I love you? When your kids come home from work and you're like, what do I say? And I'm like, you know, my child has to go to the bathroom and do the things. They do the shower. It's always a hurry. You know, whenever you go home, have you ever noticed how fast you want to run to the bathroom? It's like so fast. It's as if like anything else that you have to do, you have to focus really hard on just to be able to make it up to do that process. That's how it feels. Sorry about my outfit. This thing is like it's like some very fancy belt. I'm trying to figure out how to like wear it properly. I thought I did it properly, but it just doesn't feel tight like that. Like it's, maybe if I like tighten, oh, there. I was told I'm supposed to like put it into the top of there or something. Like that. That's how you wear it. So it's from Brazil. It's a designer from Brazil, and I don't remember the name. I apologize, but I'm sure I'll post about it at some moment. So this is the one that I really felt called with sharing too, because I can see I could feel it too, the essence of that one before they began to carve into it. And the message is very interesting because it's actually one of the writings that they see on the tombs. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you. Do it like that. I'll only show you part of it. So that's obviously Geber right there. I'm not supposed to wear that one, so I think I'm going to put that one just where I can see it. I'm sure I'll figure out when I see them again. Oh, interesting. I think I'm going to make something for Lovey with that one. Yeah, possibly. Okay, and then I don't want to even touch it. You don't want to touch it. Okay. It looks like the scarab, and it's like a limeish, greenish, glowing color, but it feels like it's covered with something, like it's not supposed to be touched. So, like, even though it's beautiful and it looks expensive and fancy, I don't just randomly touch things like that I don't trust. So. These are the three that I felt comfortable with. That one looks very beautiful, actually. They put a lot of details. They made it look like a leaf. They did so many like carvings inside, like little leaves on it. But there's certain places where they harvest at to get them, and not always are they permitted to do so. I'm allowed to have that one. Oh, I love that one. That one's freaking, oh my gosh. That one, like, alone is very interesting. But they both are, I'm going to have to show you. Because, you know, I'm trying so hard, like, not to overindulge in them because they are so precious. But I also want to honor them. You know, like, I'm not going to go dig in another cave to find them. I'd like to honor them because I can make my own bracelets with just one of them, and my own rings with just one of them, so, or a crown if I wanted, but I also would like to honor them and where they came from. So it's like, it's very precious to me. But these ones that, this one in particular I kept looking at because it reminds me of like Picasso. You can see like the lines on there. Can you see them? The lines are, they really they really do remind me of, oh, and then on the other side, how beautiful. Oh, it's just, it's such a beautiful, oh, that's my hair, yeah. It's such a beautiful piece. And then that, yeah, it's so light. I'd say yes, we have to put that right there. Oh no, that's right, I have to wash them. I have to bathe again. Okay. Yeah, I know I soaked them, but I just took them off the plastic, and the plastic is like weird when they are touching heat. The side effects are different, so if you think about that kind of stuff. This one's really beautiful because it's still carrying the rawness. Like they could not carve into that part. And the other part that they did carve into, based on its carving, I would say I'm not going to need that one, but I pushed that energy to purity and cleanse myself of its aura. That one looks kind of cool, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think that I got plenty. That one looks really pretty too, and so does that. But I have 4. I do need to have. I think 5 would be great. Which one am I supposed to have? This one's pretty. I'm gonna do this one. This is the one. Okay, I found the 5, and now I have to get my copper twining. I have other crystal beings that have been gifted to me that I have to free from plastic. There's a coral on the right side. Oh, I love coral. There was another one that popped up, but it was broken. But I should have thought, like I actually knew that I was gonna break it anyways. But then I was shown another, and I was like just trying to be nice. I'm like, oh yeah, there's another one. But I actually wanted the other one, but I didn't want to seem like undecisive, you know, for some reason. I care about that. Okay. So we're gonna have to put this inside the pan. I have a pan over here that I've been soaking them in. And then I have salts that I've been pouring in there. And then I soak them. And then they're clean. But I really don't want to touch that beetle. It just seems like a death beetle from somebody. Like it was like they went through something, you know? Like necklaces like those don't just appear out of nowhere, especially when you're helping to solve a murder. I have somebody who's I found, okay, so there was a post, and some of you know that I solve murders. I specialize in that, and I get to help those who I'm supposed to. And I felt very strongly to contact the brother of somebody who went missing. It's been 15 weeks. And it's just so sad, you know, when they're looking and looking and looking and looking, and the souls are like beyond, like they just want them to see that they're right there. They need to communicate with them, dream with them, help them work through their crying, and break down that boundary of they don't know what happened to them feeling, you know, like I don't do it for like the ones who are living. I do it for the souls who've transformed. And so when I saw the posting, I clicked on it and I looked at the soul. And I looked at the soul. And I was like, oh, I know what happened to you. I already knew what happened to it when I saw the posting, but I saw that it was important to help their family have closure. And yeah, that's what I do. Or I'll bring them, if they're still alive, I'll make them like appear, tell the police. Like, sometimes they just don't want to be found, so that they say that, you know. But it's just different. It's very, there's some on the floor. Who is that? Who done that? Why are there two on the floor? A left foot and a right foot. You know what? I'm just gonna leave those right there. I think I'm cool. It's supposed to be for somebody else. I have company coming. Oh my gosh. You know, like if you have one client. So I don't really have one client tomorrow. I have, see, how many bookings did I extra book? So I have 2 in a row. And there's a third, I have to ship things. And then there's the 4th. Somebody's coming to my home for 2 days from Mexico. They gotta take a shower because the way you're gonna chill with me is if you take a shower before you hang out with me. If you've been on a bus or on a train or on a plane, you gotta take a shower and have brand new clothes that are clean. Otherwise, we will wash your clothes. You can wash your clothes, but you can't just like chill like that. And because I have long hair, like, and I put my hands in my mouth. I eat with my hands sometimes. So I like to. It's yummy. And I do use forks too, and spoons, sorry. I don't just drink from bowls all the time. Just occasionally. And yeah, so I have company coming. This is the bed that being will lay on. I have to like wash blankets. Well, blankets. And I have my own bed. My own bed is over here. I have a beautiful, bouncy, comfortable bed. This is Lovey's other bed, or my bed too, and I can use it to work on it, so it's nice. And my company, Aroldi, who's in my orchestra, is coming over, so we'll be working on music. I have 2 flutists in town, so now we'll have 2 flutists, multi-instrumentalists also, and Aroldi and we will be playing music, singing, and this is my, I forget the orchestra name that we said because they were speaking in Spanish and I forgot what they said. Aroldi is not Mexican, she's an Ashkenazi, mixed with another Ashkenazi somewhere in the Duganaji and some Indian in there too. There's a sweetheart that has a consciousness of poetry and integration, studying the experiences, emotions, to integrate and find a way to be the key in certain experiences to help guide and teach beings also. So Aroldi will be here, and we are so honored and excited for that presence. I have sessions. I have a new student taking my classes, and it's a mother and a daughter who's an adult. They're both adults, obviously. And they want to dress me in clothing from India. She said that her other daughter doesn't like to dress up like that, so she wants to give me her clothes. So these beautiful clothes from India, like the saris and different things. I feel so loved and I'm honored. She said to consider her a new mom. She said to consider me your mom. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. You know, it was a sweetheart to say that. It's very different, you know, but it's nice. So these are new ones. I knew that we would be remember each other for many moons, and they came from local all the way to Oakland to go eat Ethiopian food with me. I love Ethiopian food. I love Ikala Ethiopian. I love that. It's like soul food. It's so good. They have real food, like real food. It's so great for us. The nutrients and the spices that are important to sustain our blood and our health as wellness. If you think about it, the desert people are the ones who have had to hack it for survival. So it's better to eat the desert people's foods when you're in a sacrifice experience where you feel like you don't have anything you can eat. Those are the nourishments that have what you can eat. It's very easy to bring home the lentils or to make your own with the turmeric, the cumin. The beautiful cardamom is nice as well as roses, but this is what I love to enrich nourishments with naturally because of the vitamin nutrients that they have within them. They're very special. And when we accept the seaweed, then that also helps our bodies to digest different bacteria. Some of you are concerned about different types of health parasites and different things in your bodies. If you just try to absorb more green, more chlorophyll, more natural plant-based nutrients, you wouldn't have the same kind of complications with your body over processing what's happening that you've consumed because it just tastes good. We have to re-acknowledge our soul's worth because we are not just a victim. We are not victims at all. We are waking up each day, which says that we have succeeded. We succeed at waking up. That's huge. Congratulations to us when we wake up. And if we get to go to bed and we get to rest, congratulations to us that we are capable of going to bed and capable of resting. It's as easy as that. Let us see the beauty in each and every moment to purify our consciousness so that we are not devastated by what the experiences are. We have to look into our souls, our hearts, our consciousness to be able to depict and acknowledge our soul's worth, our heart's worth, our experiences, that we are so worthy to be as beings who have been birthed in this incarnation. We are worthy to find ourselves inside our souls, to heal our hearts, our consciousness, to open our reality, to align our spines, and open our hearts, our consciousness, allow our souls to vibrate through our entire bodies, to be the best version of we that we are comprehensively capable of being. I apologize, I'm tired. It's like 12:30. All right. Blessed love, sweet dreams. I am going to bed now. And stretching.
Whew.